car. We're on the side of the track. We've got to get 7 hours back to Cairns. We have enough seats, but we don't really have enough room, plus the seats. So now we're going to have to figure something out.
Welcome to the rugged and remote top end of Australia, Cape York. Tucked away in far North Queensland, this region is home to what's arguably the greatest off-road adventure our country has to offer. We've had an incredible journey so far, taking on legendary tracks like the Old Telegraph Track, Stones Crossing and Frenchman's Track, with unforgettable campsites and some amazing wildlife encounters along the way. But in the last episode we hit problems. Dad's 3-litre patrol started showing signs of fuel trouble. Despite checking, diagnosing and replacing a few parts, things have only gone downhill. We're now suspecting a failed fuel pump. With the engine barely able to idle, we're currently flat towing it towards the nearest bit of civilization, Archer River Roadhouse. We're a long way from any real help, we've got no solid plan, and we're not sure what's next.
We're halfway there, guys. 37 kilometres to go.
Let's go. Proudly supported by Opus, Ultimate 9, Superior Engineering, GME, High Gear, and in part by Alrighty, we have made it all the way through to Archer River Roadhouse area. The big bridge is up there, the roadhouse is up that way. But you can camp down on the river here. It's a really nice river, so we're here. Dad's car is still sort of somewhat driving around, idling around in bits and pieces. So we're going to bring the vehicles down, get set up here on the river. It's a beautiful spot, and then we'll have to formulate a plan. And that was the issue. As soon as you put it under any load or give it some throttle, it would die.
Just checking for the 600th time.
Just in case.
Just in case it fixed itself.
Didn't.
I thought if I fix itself, I don't have to work on it.
Anyways, time to get camp set up and then we can play fix 3-litre patrol. Well, attempt to anyway. Things weren't looking great at this stage, but we were going to try some more diagnosing and checking in case by some miracle we could get it running again. So what are you changing on this thing now, Beto?
Fuel pressure relief valve. I've changed the pressure relief valve, so now I'm going to try and start it. I don't think it's going to fix it, but hopefully it does. There's only one more thing after this, suction control valve, before it's the pump. What's that? Again.
There's potential, there's potential. What do you think about that, mate? Is that some sort of victory there?
It's a little victory. Mankind.
God, don't play it humble. You're stoked.
I need a drink now.
We probably need to take it for a drive and see how it goes.
I'll just put it together and I'll go for a drive.
We had a glimmer of hope there for a minute, but when Berto took it for a drive, it just did the exact same thing. Shut off a few hundred metres up the road. Berto made a quick couple of phone calls to try and figure out what else we could do or check. And it's broken down.
I don't know, sort of think it's got either fuel pump or injector, so I'm going to unplug each injector one at a time. See if it builds fuel pressure, because if one's stuck open, it won't build any fuel pressure. If I unplug them, they won't hopefully shouldn't fire, and then if there is one stuck open, it'll build more pressure. So I'm just going to do it one at a time.
Berto pulled out the injectors one at a time to see if it made any difference on starting up as each one was out. But no difference or information gained.
That'll make no difference.
So it's not the injectors.
I doubt it.
Next morning, final thing that Berto is doing with Dad's 3-litre is changing the suction control valve. We do have a spare one of those. You got it, mate.
I got it.
Get the new suction control valve in and see if anything changes.
Parts in, mate. You feeling confident?
I'm not.
Last thing we can possibly do up here.
Yeah, unless that thing over there is, but I don't think it is.
The map sensor.
Yeah, but I don't think it is. You know how shit they run when they...
Yeah.
Benny gave me something I can check on that as well, but I don't think it's that, because it's like, we just lose fuel pressure.
Did not seem to start any better with the new suction control valve in. Took it for a drive, and same thing, just shut itself off. No good? Got it die up there?
Yeah, it's right. Get the multimeter out real quick and I'll test that thing, but I think we're going to be flat on it.
Ran some tests, checked the MAF sensor, checked the earths, anything Birdo could possibly think of, but nothing. No good, mate?
I've tested everything that we can test here. Changed the suction control valve, changed the rail pressure sensor, changed the pressure relief valve. I've unplugged the MAF. It doesn't change anything, which is sort of concerning, but...
Could be a MAF sensor.
We also don't have one, so either way we're getting towed. I did think on the way here that we should probably keep one of those for a spare.
Yeah.
But they are expensive. Checked the EGR, the pipe wasn't cracked at the back, so they have an intake leak. I've added an earth in case the earth strap was buggered. Checked fuses. I don't know, I forget half some shit we've done, but we've done a fair bit of stuff.
So it's probably...
Off the fuel filter, like...
We checked the injectors.
Yeah, we sort of unplugged the injectors to see if we had a leaking one, like one at a time, just unplug it while it's off, turn it on, see if it'll like hold rail pressure, because if one's stuck open, all the rail pressure is just going to be going straight into the cylinder. You've
done about everything you can, short of having an actual workshop with proper scan gauges and computers.
Well, I don't think a proper scan gauge would even tell me. I reckon I reckon that pump's just shagged. I was pretty surprised that it actually went after he unloaded in it, and then everyone's telling him that, like, you know, it's pretty normal, it'll be fine. And I don't know, actions speak louder than words, so...
Yeah.
From my experience, they always out, whether it's straight away or a little bit later, but you would think it's probably had 10 tanks of fuel in it since when it's done that to here, so it's obviously just like slowly degraded. Broken car. We're on the side of the track. We've got to get 7 hours back to Cairns. We have enough seats, but we don't really have enough room, plus the seats. So I know we're going to have to figure something out.
Does this make you reckon 3 litres are no good?
No. It's not the car. It's not the car's fault. It's never really had a fair chance, that car, unfortunately.
And like the engine's good. It's just we've just had fuel system dramas, which is not.
So this second time around, it's not.
Not the car's fault.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. No point crying out spilt milk. We're here now.
It's a good spot to be. Anyway, look at this.
Yeah. It's
bloody one of our best camp spots down here on the river. Nice slab.
It's actually really nice to work on. You know, you can lay all your parts out in a nice line.
Not all bad.
Not all bad. Not all bad.
Well, that was it. The 3 litre patrol was dead. Nothing more we could do. We organised with Lockie from Off the Wall Automotive in Cairns to leave it at Cohen until he could pick it up in his truck the following week. Successfully got the patrol through to Cohen, where we are going to leave it. So it's getting left at the Armbrust General Store. So Lockie from Off the Wall Automotive has organised to leave it there, going to leave it out the back of that shop. And then, as I said, he will come pick it up in the next week or two when he can. His truck's out of action over the next few days. And the plan is we're going to get Dad and Birdo's stuff out of the GU, everything they need, fit it in to the 105 and GQ. Load them up as best we can. We don't have any spare seats in the GQ, and the boys have 2 back seats in the 105, so Dad and Birdo are going to be nice and cosy in there. Sorta. Leave Dad's car over there at the general store, and then we'll keep on keeping on. We're abandoning it in Cape York. Dad's car left there in Cohen. We're heading south to Musgrave, loaded in the 2 vehicles. We've arrived at Musgrave station. We'll head over there in a sec and top up on fuel, having a little bit of lunch here, and then I will show on the map the plan. Cohen there is where we left Dad's car, and then we've done this run down here through to Musgrave, and then from here we can keep following the main road, but we're going to take this one out through Lakefield National Park. So that's a really nice drive out through there. It's just a main dirt road, but lots of awesome scenery, a few nice crossings. Is full of crocodiles, so we may even see a crocodile out there.
Then I'm going to follow that through and then come in. We might aim to camp at Isabella Falls tonight or somewhere through here. And then from there we aren't far from Cooktown. We'll do a bit of stuff around Cooktown tomorrow. And then start heading down here through the Daintree because we've got to be back over here in Cairns on the Thursday. Today's Tuesday.
Made it through to the first major crossing, the main river system here in this Lakefield National Park. It's a really nice spot here. I think we're going to stop. Boys are going to throw a line in, see if they can't pull a couple of fish out, and maybe see if we can spot some crocs. We've got some really nice water flowing down here through the rapids, a little waterfall, and then into a deep hole. So the boys are chucking lines in, seeing if they can pull anything out. Unfortunately, did not catch any fish this afternoon, but Lakefield National Park is a beautiful place to relax and enjoy. A whole load of animals and bird life. No fish were caught. We are going to keep heading towards Cooktown. It's just past 5, so it might be a bit of a late camp tonight. Continued the drive out of the national park into the late afternoon and night, on a mission to make it to Isabella Falls for camp. Unfortunately, the GQ was about to slow down our plans.
Yeah, so we're about 40 minutes, 50 minutes from camp, and then the EGTs started going haywire on the TD42, real hard to keep down. So I just pulled up and sussing a few things. Potential boost leak.
Yeah, I took it for a drive and it sort of sounded like it had a boost leak. So we'll loosen him off.
Yeah, that was 100% off.
We'll take our time. We're not in a rush. We don't have to be at camp. There's no time to be anywhere.
It's already night time.
It's all part of the adventure.
It's all part of the plan.
It's all part of the adventure. This is an experience.
Let's just see
We're
this.
going to be talking about this next camp trip. You remember when the car broke at 7:30 and Birdo wasn't angry?
You look a little angry.
I'm fine. I'm sharing.
That's okay. It's okay.
Got the boost leak fixed up and changed the air filter while we were going, as that can cause the EGTs to play up as well. Either way though, problem was fixed and we continued the drive to camp for a late dinner. We ended up arriving at camp about 8:20 last night, so I didn't film anything. We had some dinner and sat around for a while and went to bed. But it is the next morning. Absolutely beautiful day, blue skies. We just camped up there above this Isabella Falls. There's a few camp spots around this creek and waterfall here. Gonna go for a morning swim to get started for the day. Nice refreshing swim to start the day. We packed up camp and we are heading towards the coast from here. I think it's about 30 k's. Cape Bedford and Elam Beach. Elam, something like that. The drive along Elam Beach takes you past the coloured sand cliffs, which are pretty spectacular to check out. You can only get a few kilometres up the beach though, before you need to turn around and come back. So we drove up to the end of that Elam Beach, or as far as you can travel. It's only about, I don't know, probably not even 5 k's out long at 10 minutes max. We didn't pull up or anything, we just had a look around. Now we're coming back and we're following the inland track further out this peninsula, where you come out to Cape Bedford and over to the other side of the Headland Peninsula area. Very nice change of scenery to be on the sand at the beach. What an incredible country Australia is to explore. than that one long soft sandy hill. The rest of this track's been pretty good. We're coming down to the beach in front of us now. I can see it out there. And then over on the left I can see the Cape Bedford headland where you can drive up onto the headland a little way, but the views are pretty spectacular out through here. Magical part of the world. Come along the beach a few k's and you just pop off the end, and then you get on this track which takes you up along the edge of this headland there. It's actually a bit of a daunting track. It's not like hard, but you're just literally on the side of this headland with massive drops off the other side. It's steep, it's narrow, but it's worth coming up here for a drive and having a look. Try not to get blown off the top when you're up here.
What do you reckon about this place?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Too high.
You got a shook, mate.
She's rattled. Alrighty, we are at the top here. It is Cape Bedford. Super cool spot, absolutely spectacular views. You're on a pretty tight edge here, so big cliff there, and big cliff down there, way down to the ocean. That is a long way down. That's the beach there we drove up. That Eline beach that we were on before is sort of over in there, you can see it. Our plan is to go back along here, and you can see there's a track up on that cliff over there. See if we can get over that, and there's a track back out to the main road up through there. Made it back down onto the beach, reversed off without dying. We just pulled up. Zeph's going to have a bit of a look through, see if we can find any treasure.
Drinkable water. Field stay says.
Mum found a red lighter. Red's your favourite colour. A blue bottle. Shoe for Mum. Another red lighter.
Red one, now you've got 2 red ones.
Fun little adventure treasure hunting there on the beach. We're going to start heading out of here. We're going to try this other way we haven't been before and see if we can follow that back through to the main road, make a bit of a loop out of it. Very steep and scrabbly this. This is both lockers into the trailer, second gear low, and just trying to cruise on up. The views up here are just incredible. This is a sick track. It's very steep and very tight and narrow. You want to make sure you're steering the correct way. The views up here are so good, but the headland track drops you back down to the beach where we followed it along to hopefully find an exit up the other end. We followed that beach up, and then there was a nice easy exit up this other end. We're putting some air in the tyres, and then we are heading into Cooktown.
How did you like the morning at the beach?
It was good. Went treasure hunting, went up some big hills.
How did you like it, mister?
Mate, it was fantastic. I loved the fact that I got to go up the rocks and I got to go across the beach, and it was just so good.
The tyres were aired up, and we headed into Cooktown to grab some fuel, food, lunch, and Zeph got to enjoy the water park. Is that fun? From Cooktown, we're punching it south towards Cairns via Daintree and the CREB tracks. It's about an hour and a half later, and we're up in the Daintree. So we drove main road through the town of Wudjal, and then we're taking the upper Daintree road, and that's the one we're on now, which will take us up to the CREB track. I've never actually come this way before, but we've hit this massive river here, and we've got an awesome big river crossing to contend with. A little bit of depth, but nothing too bad, just nice and slow, first gear low, and we'll be across the other side. The day was getting on by this point, and we spotted a nice camp next to the river, so figured we would grab it for the night. Get the fire going, relax, and enjoy some dinner.
You're on dinner duties tonight, are you, mate?
Well, I'm on half of dinner duties tonight, so we're having a couple of roast veggies and maybe some crumb chicken or something like that. I think the boys are doing. So I'm just in the back of the car, mate. Look at this. I've got King's pull-out pantry. We've got half spare parts, half food, and it's got this little fold-out with a table. We put a little cutting board on there, and I'm getting dinner ready. So
The boys have been enjoying this setup this trip, and then what, they got a top slide out one here too, which has got
spare parts, deodorant, gas, you know, all the random bits and bobs.
other gear in it. They haven't had to use any of the spare parts, which has been good, mate. You built this thing too good.
So this, they got a pull-out table with a beer opener. So
And then they got the big fridge on the fridge slide there.
Fridge on a fridge slide, but
It's been not a bad setup. You guys been using this for lunch and dinner every day.
yeah, but we've had 4 blokes jamming in this for the last few days. And it's getting to work out. Obviously, we've got shit stacked everywhere. And yeah, we're getting in dinner now. Everyone's getting hungry, so I better keep on keeping on.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head.
It's the next morning, packed up camp nice and early. We left maybe about 8:15, and we just finished off this upper Daintree road. It was all just like a single lane dirt track through the bush, and then we just hit the CREB track. So it's our final day of our Cape York adventure. We're going to follow this CREB track through the bush where we come out over in the Daintree. Seems quite dry out here, so it all should be a relatively easy drive. In the wet though, you want to avoid this place. It just turns to absolute chaos when it is wet. The CREB track cuts right through the wet tropics rainforest of the Daintree. It was originally constructed to maintain power lines, hence the CREB track name, meaning Cairns Regional Electricity Board. It is closed during the wet season due to river levels and how slippery the track is when wet. Not too far into the track there is a turn-off which takes you to this peak for a spectacular view of the rainforest and mountain ranges all around you. So now we drop down off the other side of this mountain, which is what they call Big Red. Imagine trying to drive up this whole thing in the wet. We're back down the bottom of the valley now, and we got a really nice, crystal clear Daintree river crossing.
Another day, another crossing.
All these crossings out here are croc-free, right up in the Daintree Mountains. Definitely not the end one, but these little creeks up in the mountains are, croc-free.
I remember the sickness was forever.
Honestly, not a whole lot to film in here in regards to four-wheel driving. As I said earlier, when it's dry, it's relatively simple drive through the rainforest and mountains, but well worth doing. Down to this other main Daintree crossing here. The river system's absolutely beautiful. There isn't a whole lot to film on the tracks in between the crossings when it's dry like this. There's been a couple of wet spots where you have to, you feel it slipping a little bit, but nothing too major. Despite Dad's patrol not making it, it's been unreal that the entire crew has been able to finish off the trip in the remaining 2 vehicles. A truly memorable adventure. The track was coming to an end, but the GQ had one final spanner to throw in the works. It had started making a funny noise up the front end. Berto jumped in to give it a drive and was pretty certain it was a bad hub. We're just going to quickly pull up and pull the front passenger hub off. It sounds like that one's...
So if we get a jack, we'll jack it up and I'll do a hub and...
Jack's not here.
What do you mean the jack's not here?
Oh, the jack. Please go jack and we'll get it up.
Bit brighter, bit better in this scenario.
Okay.
And switch to people who are on cars. Just trying to pick up the car the whole time.
He told you that last time. If he has to tell you again. Mate, get out of my shot. This is my shot.
You got the other one out? We'll have a look, compare. Look at that, mate.
You jacked that thing off quick, didn't
You
you?
think you better fall off.
No, this isn't a very good tutorial.
Nah, mate, if you want to see a tutorial, go to one of the 17 other videos. Me doing wheelbarrows.
Yeah, but you got to keep them updated.
Alright, so... Okay, hold on. You ready? Mm-hmm. So once you pull the hub off, you pull the circle clip off, you pull the gear off, you pull the gear seat out, then you undo these screws, boom boom. Gonna put them in the middle of that so we know where they are. Get a shot of that.
So what's this tool?
See, it's got this circle, goes over this bad boy, find his little home, boom.
Don't show the boss, show the camera.
See how they're square?
Yeah.
See how...
Oh.
See how they're not square? That's calmer, isn't it?
Seriously.
So they're sharp, they're square.
So they're square and sharp, and these ones are not. They're rounded off and like, see you later.
You know what that's from?
This one also looks sus, but
Not as sus.
no, it looks sus.
There's also this.
What's that one look
Here's the
like?
other one I have.
That one looks too.
Absolute chaos going on here with the children. But what had happened is the wheel bearing had come loose and then damaged the hub. So Berto tightened the wheel bearing, and now we were just trying to figure out which of my spares was actually half decent quality.
Has anyone got any genuine? No, not heavy duty, because you put heavy duty ones and you start blowing up diffs. You'd rather break this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Break the easy things
Has
first.
anyone got any genuine manual patrol hubs? Tyler will buy them. Send him an email at info@tylerthompson.com.au. See that?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will, I'll buy them.
And if he won't buy them,
You'll buy them.
I'll buy them and I'll sell it to him as well.
You'll take him on the trip, and when he needs them, it'll be a surcharge. So what are you talking these up to?
You hear that?
How many of those?
Just like that.
Okay.
Ready? You gotta be careful with the SB impact because it's so strong it'll snap them straight off, so I gotta let off the trigger. With the old Makita one, you just hold it at Bicky's. I'm gonna wipe all this. So just ease up a second, darling, would ya?
Just relax.
I know you got anxiety right now, but just whoa up. Whoa.
Guys, give me
He's
that.
got to do something.
Give me that, guys. Give me that,
He's got to
guys.
do something.
Wheel bearing is tightened, and we've got a new hub on that front passenger side. That old hub definitely was fairly chewed out. So fingers crossed that's the noise and problem fixed. Not sure if Demi got a shot. She was trying to get a shot on the phone and put it up on the screen, but there was 3 big black pigs on the track that were like laying in that red mud rolling around in it.
Not too far to go on the CREB. It was all downhill from here to the big Daintree River crossing at the end of the track.
Spiraling in silence, and I arm myself with a grin, 'cause I was always the fucking joker, buried in their humour, amongst the white noise and boys.
And we're out the other end of the CREB. Nice morning drive through there, whatever that was, 2-3 hours. And then we're coming through this final crossing here. Generally you don't walk this one because there's known to be crocs spotted in here. So we've got the drones up and getting a shot of the vehicles.
That was good that we were able to do that. We missed it last year, we got it this year.
Nearly missed it again this year too.
Done us, but we found a way.
We persevered.
A bit of lunch on the edge of the river and then time to begin the drive back into Cairns.
We have arrived back in Cairns, had the caravan park. We did take the cars to the car wash, give them a little wash before we came into town. We're just getting everything out, getting everything sorted, dried after the trip. Today's Thursday, we leave Saturday. The plan tomorrow is to give the 2 remaining vehicles a good service and a bit of love before they make the 2,500 kilometre drive back home. We're going to Off the Wall Automotive. So I'll check back in when we are there and see how these 2 remaining vehicles have fared after the Cape.
Alrighty, next day, final day of our Cape York adventure. We are down here at Off the Wall Automotive in Cairns. Lockie has been kind enough to lend us the hoist so we can do some servicing on the big GQ. Check it over after the trip, see how she's fared up.
Bing bong.
You're on, mate. Your sound's working. Test, test. Look at this. We even got a brand new SP Tools toolbox. We got a hoist. We're going to run some checks, change some oils, see what's going down.
TLC, bit of servicing, bit of make sure I can get home without breaking down, so I don't get stuck for 10 days. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to check all the fluids, brake fluid, clutch fluid, power steering fluid, coolant, change the engine oil. We're not going to do filters, it's only like a 5,000k service sort of thing. We've just changed the air filter, we know that's going to be decent. So it's mostly going to be put the hoist up, check wheel bearings, check brakes, check suspension, and then change all the driveline oils. We're going to start with drain and transfer and gearbox oil, I reckon. Because we're going to put the 75/90 in it, and then the diffs we're going to go 85/140 or whatever. Yeah, not too bad.
No water in the transfer case, just a bit dark from heavy use and towing for a few weeks.
So transfer's done. Let's see this gearbox oil.
This is the fill plug.
Wow. Mate, no wonder that thing was hard to change gears.
That looks like an extra milky latte. We'll get it drained out.
This happens every time. We'll explain why this happens on GQs, on manual gearboxes.
They don't have a very good top seal where the shifter goes in.
Yeah, just once you get deep enough, it comes pouring in down there.
Yeah. I'm sure they probably had some sort of great seal from the start, but...
So just going to run a bit of clean oil through and flush some of that extra old gunk out.
So the whole inside of the case and gears and everything's obviously covered in that chalky milk. There's no way of getting it all off without filling it up and driving it, so all the new oil flicks, mixes it in, and then when we get home we'll drain it again and refill it up, so then it's all out.
Fresh oil in the gearbox, both diffs were done next. Neither had any water in them, but similar to the transfer, the oil had gone dark from heavy use and was due for a change. Some new engine oil, check the brakes, and check the suspension.
So engine oil's back in, mate. Wheel bearings
wheel
next.
Bearings, steering arm check. So after, a lot of corrugations on the PDR, Tyler driving like a maniac. Demi said the front wheels were off the air a couple of times. That's the outcome. Gonna pull it off. I'll pull the wheel off, pull that off, pull the brake off. We'll probably re-grease them with new grease, bang them back on. Like that, mate. Hooked up, safe to go.
Service is done. She's ready for a 2,000 kilometre drive home. She fared all right from the Cape, not too bad.
No, as you'd expect from a fine vehicle like this.
And that wraps up our 2025 Cape York adventure. Massive thank you to everyone that watches, supports and enjoys the content. We have an absolutely incredible time on these adventures. The next week, Lockie from Off The Wall Automotive made the drive up to Cairns to pick up Dad's GU.
But we've made it all the way to Cohen and currently here picking up the beast. So yeah, we'll get this one loaded up and getting back to Cairns, boys. All safe and sound, boys. Ready for the big rough trip home.
Very unfortunate that this is the second big Cape York trip in a row now his GU has gone home on the tow truck. Don't worry though, the vehicle isn't going anywhere. It's going to be coming back better than ever.